Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video, I'm going to be going through the 8.2.5 War Campaign update, and then also hit up the Magni Heart of Azeroth next part of the campaign for that at the end of this video as well. It's going to be kind of long because of cinematics. I do have to comment over the cinematics because otherwise Blizzard just will pull the video no matter what. They still could pull the video just because I have the cinematic on here at all. So coming in here, we'll see Anduin riding. I can't ever remember her name, but with the elf, I can't ever, for whatever reason, I can never remember her name. And so he's coming up here to meet with Varric Sourfang.
And we will speak.
He's commenting on the army size.
Enough for one final assault. If that fails, we're done.
And, they're just kind of a little bit downtrodden in a way, like not thinking that they're going to be able to actually pull this off.
The horde I joined was birthed in blood.
In this, I feel like they're trying to signify that Varric is, he represents the honor of the Horde, the good of the Horde. While they've had a lot of evil within them, especially since World of Warcraft has been active, there is good sections of them that have honor, even if they are warlike still. And Anduin's going to bring up Arthas and Dalen and some of the alliances. Heroes that kind of turned evil in their own ways.
Blackheart's bloody legacy. Sylvanas Windrunner is.
No, this is the Horde, led by you. Someone who has
honor. I've never known honor.
This is a really key part here. Him admitting that he's never known honor because everything that they've done has been dishonorable because of the way it started. It was a dishonorable path that they chose, going through the Dark Portal.
The ghosts of the past haunt us as well.
Whereas Anduin kind of sees it more as a redemption type of thing that they can have.
Then what are we fighting for?
I was curious about this too, and then we actually find out what we're fighting for from Zappy Boy.
Soldiers, on your feet!
Start breaking camp immediately! Lord Sourfang?
Zakan, where is our home?
Orgrimmar?
Not our city. Our home.
Azeroth.
And ours?
Azeroth.
Right now,
Basically, we have the same home, so we better start fighting for it.
Harming our world.
And one that will protect her.
So, what are we doing?
Breaking the cycle.
Dramatic. There'll be a couple more cinematics as well. One that's even longer than that one. So when you finish that, it'll just automatically put you on the next thing to do, which is just talk to the NPC, basically right near Matthias Shaw. That will teleport us to Durtar. And we'll go inside the War Barracks, Command Center, whatever you want to call it. Razor Hill Barracks. And we'll go talk to Anduin. There you see the Windrunner sisters, sans Sylvanas. They come in for their own little word. You can see a lot of the known characters here. You can actually ask Anduin where is Tyrande Whisperwind, and that is key because obviously she's going to be a factor in it. Because why else would you ask about it? Basically, she is just still seeking her vengeance from, the Night Warrior or whatever it was called. You'll also notice that there aren't any Night Elves here, and that's supposed to signify that they're all, still fighting with her, basically. Like, they're on, their own, little war path right now. Which is also interesting because of the implications that could have going further into the next X-Pack. here we'll see the Windrunner sisters talking about Sylvanas and kind of giving some insight into what she might be thinking. I definitely encourage you to read through all of that or listen to all of that if you are if you're playing through this yourself, if you care about the lore at all. So next we're going to have to control a siege engine type thing and clear our way for our forces to get to the next area, to Orgrimmar. Your 1 button is going to ram boulders, and your 2 button is going to kill units and the mines that you have to kill for the actual quest. So when you get close to a boulder, you can just ram it down. You do need to kill like all of them. And then you'll see mines on the ground, and you can just stop and hit them, or you can just basically spam your 2 button too as well. This isn't meant to be difficult, although my siege engine ends up going like below half health. I'm not sure if other people hitting a mine blows yours up too if you're too close, or if it's just yours like I can hit it, or if the fire burns it. But I think I only hit 1 mine, and yet I took quite a bit of damage. Maybe that's just what 1 mine does. I know some people got booted out of their vehicles. But yeah, you can just basically spam your 2 button. It's not a huge deal. I actually really liked this. Just because it was first of all, it's a new siege engine type thing that we've never had before. I would love to see a battle like a Wintergrass type thing with some updated siege stuff. 'Cause this is kind of cool. Electric thing, and then a typical ram at the front. Reminds me of a battle bot or something, Mechagon style. So there you just have to hit the 4 button and blow up your vehicle to get to the last bit of boulders there. So once you do that, you'll be able to take this griffin, and the griffin's just going to fly down the path that you just cleared, because you were doing it by remote control. You weren't in the robot. At first I was confused by that too. And we're just going to go into this very first building here, and this will be the only part that we actually do quests on. The rest of it is just kind of like cinematic and, just run around. So you can talk to Anduin, complete quests, and then you'll be able to accept 3 quests. And I won't go through all 3 of them, obviously. I'll just kind of show you how to do them. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. The video is long enough on its own without that. I'd always try to cut out as much as I can. Here you just see, again, kind of questioning the plan here, because he doesn't want to leave Anduin alone with the Horde people because he doesn't trust them, which, makes sense. He is your leader. Maybe you shouldn't leave him alone with anybody in times of war, right? So I kind of get that from Gen. I have a soft spot for Gen, So we have to give orders to people. We have to destroy Azeroth bombs, and we have to destroy like Horde that are still fighting for Sylvanas kind of people. So you just talk to, in this case I'm talking to Jaina. She actually has a nice little talk with the Nightborn, and they're asking about the ship that she conjured and then shot like the ice cannons off of, and basically asking her how she did that and stuff like that. It kind of goes to show you, the Nightborn, they really could have joined Alliance or the Horde, in my opinion. I think they could have got along with either. So this is an example of one of the guys you have to kill. They might just be yellow if they're suspicious. You can also find assassins that are already hostile to you. And then the crates are just by the siege engines, and you just click on the crate. And that sometimes a guy will attack you if you click on a crate as well. Or if there's one nearby, they'll attack you. But that's how you do the quest. You just talk to the people that you need to talk to on the map, click the crates, kill the bad guys. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff there. We'll turn in all 3 of these to Anduin. And then coming up here will be another cinematic. This is the longest one, and it's also probably the best one, especially quality. It has movie quality. If you see the Warcraft movie, for the majority of it, it starts off as more of a World of Warcraft cutscene, and then turns into like a full-on movie or a trailer cutscene. So talk to Anduin and initiate that. And first we'll see Anduin and yourself and the 2 orcs walking up towards the gates. And now this is where it's going to shift into the more high quality, I guess you'd say, of the cutscene here. So got the dramatic music. I always can't get over how tiny Anduin looks compared to them, but I mean it makes sense. Just you know, some of the other leaders are much larger, including Anduin's father, Varian.
Varrock, it's time.
So they're very apprehensive of it because they're like, wow, there's a lot of them. I'm gonna have to fight our own people, but Varric kind of, I believe, had this plan all along, and instead he's gonna challenge Sylvanas one-on-one and either kill her or hope that his death will make the fight not happen or make the Horde betray Sylvanas or whatever. Like this is his plan. I believe it's been his plan pretty much the whole time since he decided to do this.
Windrunner! I challenge Makora!
It's not a cutscene, it's just blackness, and there's Sylvanas, the evil queen.
A traitor leading traitors. Why should I accept your challenge?
You want to make me suffer.
Gives her blades. I thought this would be a more close battle, but
Cannot win,
Thrall clearly didn't.
my old friend. You and I. We don't get to hide.
Thrall's a shell of his former self.
And we knew where it could lead. Walk with me. The rest of the way.
Gives him a Varian's blade to fight with. He's so big, it's like a little one-hander to him. Offhand weapon. Zappy Boy wants to get in on the mix.
Let it be finished.
She just slices and dices him here at the start. No chance. She's just as strong and way faster.
I trusted you. And so did they. Death comes, old soldier. And all their hope dies with you.
Oh, poor Zappy Boy.
You cannot kill hope. You tried at Teldrassil. You failed. Hope remains. You set us to kill each other at Lordaeron. You failed. Here we stand. You just keep failing.
That's a really good
The
part.
Horde will endure. The Horde is strong.
Oh, dual wield.
The Horde is nothing!
He actually did damage. The guard notices it, like, huh. She's not perfect. She also said the Horde is nothing.
Are all nothing!
That's what Varric really wanted. Then she used some super freaking magic ability to just bust him out. And he did.
If you could see yourselves as I see you. Toy soldiers in tin plate. Beasts who howl for honor. Standing as one. Savor it. Nothing lasts.
So because of that, she basically denounced the Horde, and so there's not going to be a war. Zappy Boy is not very happy that his mentor is dead.
What do we do now?
We bring him home.
Now I'm going to carry him into the city for proper service. I'm not sure what the significance of that is. It's probably from another scene that I just don't remember, or something of the tapping of it, or it's from something in history. I don't know. All right, so when that's finished, we'll be back here with Jaina, and we can complete quests. And basically, what we're going to do now is we're just going to fly and let Gen specifically know that we aren't attacking anymore. He's not too happy about that because he just is ticked off that Sylvanas got away because he was, he's carrying over his vengeance from Legion and Teldrassil and everything else. So he just wants to kill Sylvanas, basically. He's very war-torn against her. So you just fly to the point on the map. It's just the side entrance. He's at the bridge. And then you go back to Jaina, tell him, Gen's pissed off, and then accept that part, and then that'll hit us to this last cinematic, which is more symbolic than video here, and this is just basically his, funeral service type thing, I guess you'd say. And Anduin and a few select alliance are in there with them.
He defended our
Got
world
Bane
from the
and
Legion.
Zappy in there.
Inspired all of us
Looks like
to
Garona.
strive for true honor, and his legacy will live on in our deeds.
When the Alliance and Horde
Anduin has to give a part of his speech to him too. I can't imagine they really care what Anduin has to say, but whatever. I wish I knew all the Horde people to know who each one of the Horde was.
Thousands of lives on both sides of the battle. His sacrifice will never be forgotten.
You have earned your warrior's death, old friend. Now
He earned his
greet
honorable
us
death that he always wanted,
honor and
which
glory.
this was honorable because he died basically to save everyone else. Zappy Boy plays his trumpet, and the Horde kneel while the Alliance leave. There's Jaina, the portal to Borealis. Jaina and Thrall, of course, have a storied history, so that's why they're looking at each other, which will probably hint into something else as well. Normally these cinematics try to lead us into something else in the future. So this will lead us into where we took the portal through Borealis. So we're back there. When you complete quest, you will have completed the war campaign. And then after a little bit of a dialogue, there is a follow-up quest, and the Horde can do this part as well. I can't remember where you get it from for the Horde. Obviously, if you're watching all this, you're probably Alliance, but maybe not. Maybe you just want to see the Alliance point of view. If you're Horde, you can do this part, though. You're basically going to meet up with Jaina's brother and Kalina Menethil. I can't remember her name, but another raised human. Arthas's sister, I believe. So you just fly to Stormsong Valley to the place on the map, and this isn't a cutscene or anything. This is just them chatting and kind of hinting at stuff. The hints I took out of it were that maybe Jaina's brother and her are going to be, kind of together, maybe like romantically or something. And Jaina also hints that maybe she can help people who break free from, the death or whatever, like her brother, how she helped him become not human again, but basically like himself again, and maybe she can help other people do that as well. So that could tie into it as well. Of course, there's always the possibility of Lich King type stuff. So you always have that kind of stuff you can think about as well. I was having a nice chat with people here. So they're going to talk about this, and they're going to walk out and be on their day, I guess. So after this part is over here, we will actually transition into the Heart of Azeroth Magni questline immediately after. So I'll let this dialogue play out here, and then we will immediately transition back to I will have her stoned back to Borealis, and right outside the inn there will be a quest for to begin the Heart of Azeroth stuff. There aren't any cutscenes, I don't believe, in that part, so the next part will actually be a lot quicker than this first part was. The first part was a good 10 plus minutes of cutscenes, so quite a bit. They are walking out the door. Alright, so we're in Borealis now, right outside the inn. You can get a quest. You need to go meet with Magni in the Chamber of Heart, so do your normal thing, go to Portal Stillithus and meet Magni there. We're basically Ebonhorn, who, if you remember last time we kind of got here, son of Deathwing, or offspring of Deathwing, whatever, and he's kind of going crazy from the old gods, just like Deathwing did, and so Kalik is enlisting us to help in that endeavor, and the first place he's going to send us is to the Jade Forest, where we kind of know Rathian. Now, if you're Alliance, I encourage you to probably turn off your war mode here, in case you face some troublemakers. If you're Horde, you can too, but we're going to head to the Jade Forest, and you'll see why. Obviously, it won't be as busy as it was the first day, but I definitely, I got lucky. No one was causing any trouble, so we're going to fly to the point of the map. If you don't have flying for Pandaria, I encourage you to get it, because I think it's only like 5,000 gold, which in today's world is not very much. But if you don't have it, you just have to run all the way there, up the stairs, and to the Tavern of the Mists, or whatever it's called. So you can see all the Horde. Here's why I had trepidation, and why I probably should have turned off war mode, but I didn't know that going into it, that it was going to be like this hostile type area. So what we're going to do eventually is we're just going to go inside the inn and talk to the emissary of Raytheon. That's what this whole thing's about, by the way, is Raytheon. That's, again, like an offspring of Deathwing. And so he's going to say, well, you have to kill these eyeball things outside first, and then I'll help you. So you can see these things, they spawn, pretty quickly too. So you just kill a few of those, and then you can go and click the quest button again. Now you're going to get a journal page, and Raytheon's basically leaving you these journal pages because he kind of knows what's going to be happening with Ebonhorn, most likely, or he thinks he knows. So he's kind of leaving you clues. So now we'll get sent to the next area, and the next area will be Blackwing Descent outside of that. So to get there, we'll just do what the game suggests and go to the Panda City and take the portal to Stormwind. So there's the portal to Stormwind. Again, here's an opportunity to turn off war mode if you didn't it the first time. Again, I forget to do it, and we're actually going to just fly to Blackwing Descent. If you're looking at a map, Blackwing Descent is actually on the right side of Black. What's interesting about this is I actually kind of predicted that this might happen in a video about the scale that you can get from islands, which was rightfully criticized because I did take a little bit too much time talking about the lore on it instead of just showing you where to go, which is right here. But I just thought it was a little bit ironic that it ended up being what I said ended up happening. So when you get up here, you just kill the ad. It'll probably be spawned if it's not as busy as it was for me. This is taggable by Horde and Alliance at the same time, and after you kill the ad, you don't even actually have to loot the body, but I didn't know that at the time. And you'll go over to the emissary guy, and you'll get your next journal page. click the quest part. There's your journal page. And then Horde was up to a little bit of mischief there, probably hoping to knock me off the edge. And we'll complete that. And then this guy will send us down to Karazhan. So I'm actually just going to fly to Kara from here. And here I am. This is at the Legion Kara entrance, or the top Kara entrance. And you just fly straight down, basically. And you can interact with this body and get another journal page. And then accept the next part. You're also getting a little bit of AP from this as well. And then you can actually just click on these doors. And this will take you into your own little separate instance. Now what's interesting for this is, I believe you go here for one of the mage weapons in Legion. I'm not... I could be wrong, but I know I've been in this zone before. I believe that's what it's for, was for that. So again, the way that they do the storyline now, you might not like it, but they kind of tie everything together, and I like that aspect of it. I like when you tie everything together. I like watching like murder mysteries, things like that, or I guess reading, but I don't do a lot of reading. I do more watching than reading these days. But I like that whole thing where you just tie everything together, tie up the loose ends. You might not always like the way they do it, but I like that you do it. And so we're going to kill some things. We're going to be specifically just targeting journal pages in here. And here shortly I will be speeding this up. I do encourage you to look around at all the cool details and curiosities that are on the walls, and especially in the rooms where like the journal pages are. All kinds of cool little stuff in there that you can look at and kind of be like, I wonder what that's for. Now I have it sped up. Everything's marked fairly easy on the map. This is me kind of just admiring all the stuff on the walls there. Just really kind of neat. There's also little journal pages that you can try to pick up, but it's just, they're burnt pages, so it just ends up being dust or whatever. So it's definitely not necessary. Dead end. Gotta go to this one that looked like a dead end, but there's a staircase. We'll hop up here. Almost done. And after this part, this is actually the last part as well, basically, so. The page. Burnt page. And now this is like the last guy, kind of like a boss, but very easy to kill. After you kill him, you'll see a journal page that Raytheon has left for us. And it says it's conspicuously left there, knowing that we will find it, kind of thing. And then there's a potion next to it as well. And this is the potion that he made for Ebonhorn, kind of anticipating that the old gods would get to him. So he's basically found a way to fight against the old gods. And so you click on the potion. And then Magni's going to be like, hey, hurry up. And Mother opens a way gate for you to take you back there to the heart. And we'll turn this in. And then Mother will read and analyze the journal pages and then destroy it per Raytheon's request or advice, and that'll be the end of it. So there'll probably be more parts to this. This probably won't be the end. So you administer the potion to Ebonhorn, which you can do with the button on the quest thing or the item in your bag. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you stuck with me the whole way, thank you very much. Please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And other than that, everybody have a good one.